Oh, I was just on time.
Jeez, bro.
Well, you're always early. So
Let
when
me
you're
do.
not. Oh, we're live right now. What's up, everybody?
We are live. We'll hit this guy real quick. We will be right
Oh,
back.
jeez.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Puckin Around, presented by the Diamond Vault Discord. My name is Jordan. You may know me as Shop Props, and joining me, as always, Tyson, aka Spittin' Picklets.
Yeah.
We've also got Ray, aka Firefighter Bets,
Yeah.
and a special guest joining us, Astra. What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Love to see it.
I literally stood up.
That's
Electric.
the way to do it. We are very excited to have Astra here. Thanks so much for joining us, buddy. If you are
Sure.
not familiar with Astra, you can follow him at @iiastra, just like you see on the screen on Twitter/X. The man hits more goal scorer parlays than anybody else I've seen. So if that's something you're into, be sure to check him out. How we feeling, everybody? Season's winding down.
Well, first, I just want to start off. If you don't know Astra, he's a hard Detroit Red Wings fan. And so his asshole's been clenched the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
How is it now? Big
I
game
mean,
here, buddy.
nothing's changed, man.
Still clenched.
Still clenched, man. Every game is a new game, especially with this team. 4-1 leads every other game, but we're fighting back. Every game, we're fighting back. I love it.
Do we got a final score prediction for tonight?
I think it's high scoring again, to be honest.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe not an OT win, but like a 5-3 Wings win, something like that. I like all the big dogs getting points, so that's my same game parlay for the game. Is Wings win and them boys go crazy.
And the
So
boys going off.
yep.
That's awesome. We've got some crazy playoff races right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many like clinching scenarios that can happen tonight, and I'm so excited. Like, I can't. Is Pittsburgh playing tonight too?
Now they play the Islanders
No.
tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's gonna be a dogfight.
But like, Washington plays Philly, and then Detroit's playing. Like, if depending on how the night shakes out, like it could be over or it could be up to Pittsburgh tomorrow.
That goal differential makes me so mad.
Minus
Yeah.
38.
I feel like that should be the
Brutal.
tiebreaker. Like,
Yeah, I can't believe that regulation wins was the tiebreaker over something like that. But
well,
I don't
that
know.
kind of makes sense because it's like regulation wins, like you have to score, because like shootouts, it's kind of just
yeah, I'm a big
trading
believer
break.
in the point system where you get an extra point for winning in regulation, like the 3
Yep.
points
Yeah.
for regulation.
Yeah,
I've
I
always
like
thought
that
that's
too.
something they should do.
3, 2, 1. I
Mhm.
like that.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, so there's not only one real race at this point, is just the second wild card spot in the East. Everything else is set.
Okay, I'm just going to
Washington.
interrupt you here, buddy. I just
Yeah.
want to get a little vibe check before we get going here.
All
so
right.
your Avs are slumping. to
We're
say
not
the
even
least.
on the West yet, dude.
Oh, I thought he was rolling into the games. All right, go ahead, Jordan.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You cut
No.
You cut off the host. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
that's-
speaking about the East, you know.
I'll see myself out.
What's going
No,
on?
go ahead. Go
There
ahead.
you go. He's out of here.
I got
That's so funny.
No,
that's
Spit,
funny.
go ahead. Ask your question.
No. I want you to go. We went a little off the rails. I'm sorry. I
right,
get
so
excited
real
when
quick.
I see Astra.
I know for the last couple of weeks we've kind of been doing check-ins on playoff races. So there's still some seeding up for debate in other spots, but really the only unknown team is wild card 2 in the East. So for those who don't know, Washington, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia all have the potential to get in depending on what happens. The biggest game tonight, of course, Washington, Philly. So yeah, lots can still happen there. Caps win in any fashion, they secure their playoff spot, right?
Correct.
Philly needs to win in regulation to have a chance, but then Detroit and Pittsburgh will still have an opportunity to take over them if that's the case. So big game tonight in Washington versus Philly. Spittin', you want to check in on the West?
No. Now that we're still in the East, don't leave. I'll do the vibe check on Ray. How you feeling, Ray? How you feeling, Ray?
I'm good,
What's
man.
going on with your Panthers? Are you?
We're locked in. All right, we're not worried about what's going on. We're locked into the playoffs. The past couple of games haven't mattered, so we're playing. Who are we
You're playing to
first,
not
man?
let Matthews score against you for 70 goals.
I know.
Well, I
And
mean,
then you're going to be
Or
playing
maybe
them
you want to
again.
see it, or maybe you want to see it.
And
so.
then you're going to be playing them again.
I mean,
well, I don't know. It depends, because they could still win the division if they win and Boston loses, right?
I got you. Yeah, no, that's true.
And they
That's
have
true.
the regulation,
right there.
so I think
I think they're going to try to win. They are. They have to. I mean,
I think they're just going to try to have fun.
yeah. I hope both teams have fun. So who do you want to play? Do you want to see them win the division and then have to play Tampa in the first round, or do you want to see them kind of stay where they are and play Toronto?
stay where they're at and play Toronto. Honestly,
Mhm.
every time the Panthers play the Lightning, it's a tough matchup. Both teams are in Florida, so both of those teams are fighting for their state pretty much. Leafs, I mean, we've known them in the playoffs the past couple of years. Aside from last year, I mean, they just fold in every playoff they've been in. So could be different this year, but I think the easier matchup is the Leafs. You know.
I'd agree, just for goaltending.
Yeah, I mean, Vazzy versus what? Who's the Leafs number one? Samsonov.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
I'd rather face him any day over Vazzy in the playoffs.
And you beat him just last year. Remember that
Yeah.
Radko Gudas picture?
Yeah.
Just screaming in front of Joseph Wall's face. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What's the next check?
Well, now we're going to you, Jordo. Before I was rudely interrupted before. What's the vibe like? You know?
Yeah, not great. You lose 7-0, and then you blow 3-0 lead against two playoff teams. So yeah, not looking great. But I will say, still have a chance at home ice. I would definitely feel a lot better if you see them win out and get that home ice. I guess really it's up to Winnipeg and what they do, but yeah, I prefer to see them at home ice. But I think it's going to be a good matchup. Hart Trophy winner versus Vezina winner in this one.
Yep.
That's what I would.
I think they're the only team with 30 home wins, but that I'm
they're
just
unbelievable at home.
purely guessing. Yes, okay, but are you worried? You lost 7-0 to the Jets. You're playing them no matter what, and you also got swept in the season series against them, and they've won 6 straight.
Just drilling them.
Probably one of the hottest teams coming into the playoffs right now.
Yeah, yes, a little concerned for sure. But I think it's gonna be close. So no, yeah, I think it'll be a fun series. Yeah, like you said, Jets are a hot team. Some of their additions looking real good. Yeah, hopefully we get
Gorgiev's
a.
been ass.
He's not been
Yeah,
good.
I was thinking it. I wasn't gonna say it.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, I could yeah. I mean, question mark in net is not something you want to have heading into the playoffs. And the backup is a Noonan, who has looked decent, but a lot of his wins have come against low quality opponents.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully, there's a miracle announcement that Landy's back, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup. No, I wouldn't say I'm concerned or worried, but it's gonna be a fun matchup, and you're not going in expecting Colorado to win. I'll say that.
Fair.
Who was your guys' goalie in the playoffs when you guys won? Was it Grubauer?
Kemper.
Yeah. Oh no.
Kemper.
Sorry.
Oh, it was Kemper. I don't recall him being like the best goalie either when they won it.
He wasn't.
He wasn't. He
Yeah.
came from Arizona, and then they won, and then he got the bag, and then they brought in Georgiev, and then Grubauer had left the year before to go to Seattle.
Okay.
But look at the rest of the goalies in the West.
Yeah.
Ottinger, who can be amazing and who's had some duds this year. Hellebuck, who's a beast, and Brossois is unreal too. If anything happens, like unbelievable backup. Thatcher Demko, he's decent. No, I'm just kidding. He's having a great year. Stuart Skinner's turned things around. He's been a stud. Who is starting for
Talbot. I think.
Is it Talbot?
Oh,
He's
that's
old though.
Yeah, that one maybe not. And
that might be the only goalie advantage you have in the whole West.
Yeah.
The Kings.
Stuart Skinner can be debatable. I've seen him be pretty bad too.
He's had some good ones. Anyways, we are nearly 15 minutes in, and we haven't talked about anything that's happening tonight. So why don't we jump into game number 1? Absolutely. Let's do it.
What's up, brother?
All right.
Yo, do you guys smell that? It smells like up, brother, in here.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
There you go.
Wow, you nailed that.
Tuesday. Okay.
Tuesday, actually.
First game of the evening, the Ottawa Senators taking on the Boston Bruins. Boston a -215 moneyline favorite at home. Anton Forsberg projected for Ottawa. Linus Ullmark projected for Boston, and this one might be outdated.
For 2 months now.
We'll see. Yeah, okay. We will start with Ray, then we'll go to Spittin, then we'll go to Astra. So anything you want to talk about in Ottawa at Boston? We've got 8 games to get through, so if you don't have anything, feel free to just say pass or what have you, and we'll keep it moving.
Nothing official, but Bruins, if they want to keep that lead, they got to win tonight. So I can see them probably going balls to the wall, but nothing official for me.
And if I'm assuming would you be hinting at Bruins in regulation?
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
they can get it done. The price is probably not the best, but
pull that up in a minute.
Spittin, like minus 130 or so.
They're on a back-to-back, and they got shut out.
Yeah, it's minus 145.
I could see a huge,
so still
like a huge bounce back for sure to just claim the division.
No,
I don't have anything either. You know how I feel about Boston.
All right. Astra, anything specific in this game you want to highlight?
I mean, for the price wise, I took in this like just the big lottos I've been seeing people make. So I made one. Pasternak has 6 or more shots in 4 straight at home versus Senators. So his 6+ was plus 190. I soloed that, and then I also threw it in like a big lotto.
Love it. And then a couple of quick yearly milestones that some of the players might be going for. Pasta currently sitting at 47 goals on the year. So think he can get a Hattie. I would go for that.
Means to be shooting, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Got a Hattie last time they played. Just saying that too.
There you go. It's a nice nugget. Brad Marchand, 29 goals on the year. So if he wants to get 30, that could be an incentive for him. I'm not sure. And Jake DeBrusk currently sitting at 19 goals. So a couple milestones of note for you there.
We got a question for you, brother.
Oh, there you go.
I got an answer, brother. What the hell is that? What's a FF?
Firefighter.
Why? He's asking me?
You always on him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's up, Derek? It caught me off guard a little bit. I mean, I looked at him. The price is minus 130. He's been cruising at home. I believe like 8 out of the last 10 at home. I expect Boston to score. Forsberg has been actually solid his last couple of games, but historically, I believe he has a point in his last 2 games against Ottawa too. So why not? I like it.
And I mean, if he's connected to Pasternak too, right? And we like
Yeah.
him. We like him to
Yeah.
score tonight, or at least shoot. So that's good.
All righty, there you go.
He's got points in both games against Ottawa this season too.
I never had someone ask me a personal question, so it caught me off guard.
Spittin and I were picking up what you're putting down, Derek.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
No worries.
Yeah, we got you, Derek. Don't worry. Even though you're a Bruins fan.
All right. Let's keep it moving. Next up, we've got the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Carolina, a minus 150 money line favorite on the road. Spencer Martin projected for Carolina. Jack Greaves projected for Columbus. Martin Necas currently sitting at 97 career goals. Dmitry Orlov, 299 career points. So those are your career milestones heading into this game, and we will look at some annual milestones or season milestones shortly. We will start with Spittin, then we'll go to Astra, then Fire.
So I'm gonna tell everybody don't bet on this game.
Mm-hmm.
I took Columbus last night at plus 225 just because I anticipated that Carolina was going to sit a bunch of guys, and they are. They won't have Sebastian Aho, Jake Gensel, Seth Jarvis, Brett Pesce, Jacob Slavin, Jordan Stahl, Andrei Svechnikov, or Freddie Anderson in net tonight. So don't bet on anything. I don't even like the Columbus price at plus 125 now. Just because, I mean, they still got some players playing. They got some new guys making their NHL debut. So, I mean, if you want to take them for a point, I feel like sometimes these high prospects usually get a point in their debut. But yeah, I just would recommend not even betting this.
Yeah, so there's the lines right there. As Spittin mentioned, very different looking tonight. We will go to Astra. Anything for you in this one?
Nope, I got the same mindset on this game. I don't see a reason to. I just put my money somewhere else. There's so many other games tonight. I'd rather not put it on a game where I can't. No one can predict what's going to happen here.
Yep, like that. Ray, did you have anything?
Yeah, I got just a couple looks. I'm surprised they aren't sitting him, but Brent Burns over 2.5. He's on that first play power unit. Just a terrific matchup. What happened?
He said first play power unit.
Yeah, first power play unit. I just said it backwards.
There you
go. But he's cleared like against Columbus. His attempts have been looking decent lately as well. His last 2 games, 9 and 7 shot attempts. These are just kind of looks for me, and then I'm surprised no one talks about Cole Sillinger.
Tate McRae's ex.
Looked at him.
Yeah. That's the reason I know
him. He's been ripping lately. Last 2 games, 9 and 5 shot attempts. He's also cleared the 8 out of his last 10 games. Second line, is he on PP1? I did not look at that.
Yep.
Yeah, I like him tonight. They're not going to be the same defensively. They're sitting a bunch of guys, so those guys are just trying to have fun at this point. So
yeah, while you're saying them, I looked at them and they do look really good actually.
Yeah, he does look good.
Plus 130. So I'm gonna lock that in now. That'll be my only official for this one.
Sillinger over 2.5.
2.5 plus 130.
And Burns was too, right? Is he plus money?
Minus 120.
So that's a pretty good price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they're still going to shoot. I mean,
yeah.
And like you said, they're not going to be the same team defensively. That you see the name Carolina Hurricanes, you're like, oh, defense.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's kind of hard to. Yeah.
Even like a guy like Zach Werenski, I kind of like tonight, even though Carolina is really, really good, even over the last 3 years at defending shots from the defenseman. But I mean, at 2.5, that's pretty good, especially with his home charts.
Yeah, I feel like that randomness really helps with making those kind of calls as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because it could go crazy where there's 10 goals, like it's Spencer Martin and like Jet Greaves in net or something.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so like for all we know, everyone goes crazy.
And Pittsburgh agreeing, he likes Necas over 3.5. Really, like the only stud forward left in the line or lineup for Carolina, and Cole Sillinger along with Ray. So there you go.
I could see someone hitting a crazy same game parlay in this.
Yeah, for
game.
sure.
Totally.
Interesting. Yeah,
Just bet the over.
Yeah.
Over's a 5.5. That seems low.
that's what I have.
Mhm.
We'll keep it moving.
I just got to say one thing to Derek. I don't know if you're a Bruins fan. You just have a Bruins picture in your logo, but Jack Edwards is retiring after the year. So
Thank God.
Oh
biggest
no!
scorer in the league.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Next up, we've got the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Detroit minus 195 money line favorite on the road. James Reimer projected for Detroit. Caden Primo projected for Montreal. We know this one's not accurate, but JT Confer will be playing game number 500 tonight. So there you go, fun stuff. We will start. Oh, it worked out well. We're going to start with Astra in this one, then we'll go to Ray
that.
and Spittin. Astra, your team. What are you thinking in this one?
Please
So
don't talk about everything, please.
no, good. I only
No,
do
go crazy,
like
man.
when it comes to official plays, it's not as big as you'd think. Obviously, Raymond has been unbelievable in these last like 5 or 6 games. We've needed him. I don't have them pulled up, but he's had like 4+ shots in the last like 6 or 7 games or something. So I mean, his 3 shots being like plus 110, I think on Bet365 was the best. I found it, but like minus 110 or 14 on FanDuel or something like that. Lucas Raymond's shots was one of my favorites, along with Larkin scoring a goal, because I can't believe he didn't score last game. Montreal's allowed so many shots to centers all year. I think it's a big game obviously for us, and Larkin and Raymond are gonna be the 2 guys to watch.
Mm-hmm.
The over as well, obviously. It's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah. I think so too. Raymond,
Sorry
looks
about that.
good. Yeah, that's okay. Is
Kind of
everything good?
walking. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Sorry, Astra just went.
Yep.
Awesome. We're going to Ray.
Yeah. Give me. I'm gonna lay DeBrincat. I don't have the price. The whole top line. I'm gonna take their shots. So DeBrincat over 2.5, Larkin over 3.5, Raymond over 2.5. Should get a decent price. That top line's gonna be buzzing tonight for sure. And then I'm gonna take Larkin over his 3.5 straight plus 105, and then Raymond over his 2.5 straight. I believe it's plus 105. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but this is an important game for them. So that top
Do or
line is going to
die.
be buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do or die for sure. Is Perron still power play 1?
Yes, he is.
I think so.
There you go. But yeah.
So
Oh my God. Can we talk about Gossespear's freaking jump?
Oh yeah, it's on my
With the
Instagram
plan?
story. They should build a statue.
Dude, that saved the season.
Oh yeah, that was sick. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. He's been so good for us. I think he leads us in assists this year, which was very surprising.
Dude, he's like, I don't know if it's actually top 10, but like at least top 15 in points for defensemen this year. It's crazy. He's got over 50.
He's cruising. He's from my hometown, so that's pretty cool.
I was actually looking. This reminded me. I was looking for his assist prop on other like FanDuel. I don't think I found it, and he had 3 yesterday. So I mean, that's got to be plus money.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now, plus 200.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's pretty good value, especially like I just said last night. He had 3 of them.
Plus 210, plus 155 for a point. What?
He's also tied with Miro Heiskanen and ahead of Zach Werenski in terms of points, sitting at number 13.
13.
Yeah, wow.
Speaking of that, Perron had 2 assists yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's at plus 190. He has an assist in 6 out of his last 10. But his point, he had 4 his last 2 games, 2 against Montreal yesterday, 8 out of his last 10. So I like Perron for a point, minus 105. They should be on the power play a couple times.
Now this is a game that you should same game parlay.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
There's so much
you
in
can
here
snack some on this one.
that I like. I don't even know what I'm taking yet. Like,
Yeah, because everything
there's
looks
so much
good.
I like. I can't. I can't decide.
Yeah, there should be a lot of shots from Detroit side, that's for sure.
So I would just want to say one thing. Why are they going to Reimer? Why not throw Lyon?
So Lyon is my fantasy hockey goalie. So trust me, I've seen him all year.
Yeah.
He's been good for us, but it's just inconsistencies. Like I think it was
I know, but he's
games
got
ago.
you there, hasn't he?
Mhm. Oh yeah, yes, I agree. But you know, I would have liked. So yes, I would have liked to see Lyon start. Honestly, I
Mhm.
would have as well. But I'm not. It's kind of I have the same opinion on it as I did when everybody was mad at our Lions football coach going for fourth down like 3 times.
Yeah.
Old
Like
Dan Campbell.
yeah, like I liked. I obviously I get all the other arguments for it, but like I didn't mind the switch. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna trust what they got going for him. Honestly, I've had my opinions on our head coach and like some of the lines we've had for sure, but at this point in the season, I'm kind of just letting it go, letting it see it. Because at the end of the day, it's about the team in front of him.
Mhm.
I don't think either goalie is like some stud goalie anyway. So it's
Yeah.
how we play in front of them.
I like
That's
it.
fair.
Any closing thoughts on this one before we move on?
Go Wings, baby. Go Flyers. Let's go.
All righty, let's keep it moving. Good luck, Detroit and Astra. Speaking of the Flyers, next up we have the Washington Capitals taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers a minus 135 money line favorite at home. Darcy Kemper projected for Washington. Samuel Urson projected for Philadelphia. And we are back to Ray. Ray, before we start, we got a quick note from Pittsburgh. Matheson point for the Canadians. Anybody like that tonight? I know we.
Yeah, he's been cruising.
I want
Yeah.
is who's on the top power play though, because Lane Hudson's here now.
Right, and that's a good note.
Yeah, he's
Spitting.
not. Newhook, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Caulfield, and Matheson.
So
Yeah.
it
Alex
looks
Newhook on the first power play unit.
Okay, so it is Matheson. Yeah, then I still like that.
But that is a good note. A lot of, or not a lot, teams will have potential for rookies in the lineup, and they get a couple actually, right?
We got two. Yeah, Logan. Try and say that last name, right?
Oh, whoops.
Malu.
I mean,
Malu.
It's
Close.
Mayu, right?
yeah, you just don't pronounce the L's. So you're close. That was
Yeah.
good.
That was real close.
It's kind of like a Giroux kind of
Yep.
thing.
Yeah. So
Kinda, yeah.
And then Lane Hudson. So a lot of players who were in college
Ray.
specifically, maybe making NHL or debuts or playing in the last couple games of the season. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, Lane was flying out there too. He was very noticeable.
He was sick.
Him and Matheson both are beautiful skaters. I like watching them both play.
Mhm. Just
I
not
would-
tonight,
I would-
right?
Yeah, no,
would-
exactly. Not tonight. I hope they wipe out on their last D back and we get a 3-0.
I would just lean Matheson assists. You get a better pricing point.
There you go.
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. And now we are on Washington at Philly. Anything for you here, Ray?
Yeah, dude, I like the Caps money line. I think they get it done. Kemper's been the better goalie. Urson, Flyers, just
Lindgren is getting the start tonight. He's going back to back.
okay.
That's better
I
though.
think
Lindgren's been better.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Lindgren's been even better.
he literally lit us up when we played him. He had like 45 saves against us like last week.
He's been crazy.
Yeah.
So that's even better for your Caps money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus money. Yeah.
I was
I like
surprised when I
that.
saw the Flyers were favored, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real. Especially how they've been playing lately. That's it for me. I just like Caps money line, which I'll probably get to.
Caps, ML. Okay. We'll go to Spittin and then we'll go to Astra.
I'm just excited to watch this one, just because there's so much playoff implication that I just might not bet on it. It's crazy to see the Caps kind of just shut down Boston last night.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were like super limited. They only allowed 16 shots against the Bruins.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would probably lean Caps money line as well. I just think Flyers, sorry, Millie, they're just going in downward direction and fast.
Jeez.
I mean, whenever it's a big game on the line like this, I always kind of like to take, the captain, maybe take an OV goal.
Mm-hmm.
He always seems to come up in big moments. And what is that? Yeah, he scored in his most recent game against Flyers this season, so not bad.
Yep. Currently
And they allow the most goals. Sorry.
30 on the year. We'll go to Astra next.
Yeah, so The over is one of my favorites, honestly. I took that. The over 5.5 seemed very fair. I don't have their history pulled up, but they have a high
Gotcha.
history playing against each other. Like most of their games they play tend to get a lot of goals.
3 out of the last 4 have gone over.
There you go. And one of my goal scorers for this game with Larkin is Owen Tippett. Again, just seemed to check every box for me. I've always loved the fact that, he's a high quality shooter. He gets a lot of chances and then he does a lot with them. And he's due. Also, he hasn't scored in 4 games, which is like some of the longest streaks he's gone on. Like, I think when I was looking, he tends to always go like 4 games and finally score, then go a couple games of scoring, not go 4 games and then score again. So he's currently on a 4-game goalless streak in the biggest game of the year because they're still technically not out. Yeah, and like I said, the over, those two, the goal scorer and the over were the 2 for me.
He's also scored in both games against the Caps this year.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, that too. And I like Ovi as well. Ovi is a good spot. I same game parlayed Tippett and Ovi
Nice.
and won.
I love it. Make sure you guys are paying attention when Astor says he's playing goal scorers. That's
Oh yeah, here we go.
Spread
Go for
butter
3 tonight. I'm going 0-3, 4-3. Here we
No.
go.
Okay, so that sounds good for this game. Before we move on, we got a question. Here we go. Konechny point or Strome point? Anybody like?
I was looking at Strome earlier.
I was looking at
I'll say
Strome too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mhm.
So sounds like the
Is
show
he on
leaning
the top
Strome.
line? Or how do they do the
I
line?
don't
Double check.
think so. He's on PP1, but not top line.
I know Konechny and Tippett are on different lines, which is I'm not a fan of. So that's why.
Oh, he's not
Gotcha.
playing with Ovi. Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh wow, I thought Strome was playing with Ovi too.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on line 2 for a long time now.
It's those power play assists though too, and goals
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, there you go. I guess everybody here is still leaning Strome point, but
It's kind of crazy
I don't
seeing
know.
Konechny at like not minus 200 for a point.
I
Mhm.
know.
Like minus 145. Like that's pretty good parlay piece.
All right. Real quick before we move on from this one, because we're making good time. Capitals leading scorers. Let's see how many you guys can name.
Are we doing trivia?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Okay,
So-
I know the first one.
Okay, hit me with the first.
I'm out.
You're out?
Yeah.
Dylan Strome.
Dylan Strome leading
Yep.
the way, 67 points, 81 games.
Oh, I thought you meant all time.
Oh, no. No, this year.
Yeah,
this year.
that's why I said I'm out.
This year. Strome leading the way.
Okay, who's going second?
You can work
This is
together.
just goals, right?
Points.
No.
Oh,
points.
points. Oh, I mean Ovi's got to be.
I would think Ovi.
Ovi's number 2, 64 points in 78 games.
Oh God.
Oh
Tom
god, this is where
Wilson?
3?
Who do I hear?
Tom Wilson, maybe?
I would say Tom Wilson. He had a Susby, but that's not bad.
Tom Wilson's number 4 with 35 points.
Okay,
At
Wow.
Number 4, 35 points.
John
Carlson?
Carlson.
Yep, I forgot
Carlson's
about him.
third at 52. And then the only other person with 30 is Connor McMichael.
That's
Yeah, that is-
great.
that's
That explains the goal
Crazy how
difference.
Yeah.
low scoring they
How
are.
are they even in this race?
Anyways, just thought that would be fun considering how low.
And Mantha's got to be up there, and he was traded.
Mantha is.
Yeah, I think he was.
he's number 5 at 34.
He's not even on the team anymore. That's crazy.
Yeah. So wild.
He's been
Anyways,
gone for like 20 games.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll keep it moving. Next up, we've got the Toronto Maple Leafs at Rays, Florida Panthers. Over under set at 6.5. Florida at 165 money line favorite at home. Joseph Wall projected for Toronto. Anthony Stolar is projected for Florida. Spittin', this is your turn to start, but if you want to defer to
Sucker.
Ray, it's his team.
I'll hand it off. I'll pass the puck.
There you go.
Dude,
Jordo's
price
just
is-
telling me that it's my turn to start. Just from last time.
this price is kind of sus to me. I wouldn't be mad if you sprinkle Leafs. Not even sprinkle, but take them for a unit. I don't think we should be minus 165. Just recently, Toronto, they beat us our last 2 games. Last game they beat us 6-4. The game before that they beat us 2-1. So this is our 4th game against them this year. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if a couple people hop on the Leafs ML. They've been scoring a lot lately as well. They're giving Bob a day off. Stolar's kind of has been better lately. So that's it. I don't really like much in this game. Austin Matthews, of course. I mean, run it up.
Yep. 69 goals on the year heading into today. Spitting
Nice.
will go right to you.
I mean, what do the Leafs have to play for? Honestly,
Matthews
they
one
can't-
goal. I think that's really
That's it. That's literally it. So the only thing that I would consider is like a Matthews goal or his shots. I don't know what the price is on his shots now. Hopefully it's playable, but 4.5 still high. But they're just going to
140.
keep passing it to him. Or another angle, Mitch Marner assist is
Yep,
minus
I was going to
130.
save it for when I was up. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I love it.
I was going to say like any of his line mates just to get an assist because all they're going to be doing is passing to him.
Well, I'm pretty sure Domi has been playing with him, but he's like out or something.
Domi is
Yeah, I
out
think-
today.
Yeah. Oh, I
Well,
see it. I can see on the screen now.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
fought
Yeah. That's
Simone Nemec after he hit Matthews.
hmm
And then I think he's been out ever since. But yeah, Marner assist, Matthew goal. Maybe just parlay the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can same
Mhm.
game it. We'll go around the table. Does he get 70? I'm saying yes.
That's a yes for me too.
Well, he's got 2 more games left to do it. And Tampa doesn't have anything to play for tomorrow either. So even if he doesn't get it tonight, like they'll probably not start Vasilevsky tomorrow. So worst goalie. I think he'll for sure get it.
Mhm.
Ray?
I think he gets it. He had 2 his last game against Florida, so
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up real quick on this because
Yeah.
I agree with Matthews, the goal, and then Marner's his assist, and I guess Marner's 2 assists at plus 360 isn't too bad either,
Hmm.
because he's been getting assists recently. I mean, when last time I looked, he had like 2 assists last game. Yeah, he's had an assist in 5 straight and 2 assists in 2 straight.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 360 seemed like really good value for 2 assists, and he scores against the Panthers too. So his 2 points is probably safer around like 200.
Yeah.
Um,
2 points
yeah.
is nice.
Good value on Marner with a line mate like Matthews going for a record like that.
That's awesome. All right. Good looks there. We'll keep it moving. 3
So
games.
I need Marner to stay under 7 goals in his next 2 games. To
Oh,
hit
boy.
the year. Do you
I
think?
don't know.
I
he's
know.
gonna have 2
I bet
headers.
she doesn't get one.
If he gets 70 tonight, Matthews and Marner might sit.
Mhm.
Oh wow,
Probably.
I didn't really think of that. They might, yeah.
Well, that's why it's scary to take his shots because, I mean, I feel
he
like
gets it-
one of the two is going to hit no matter what. He's either
Yeah.
going to shoot the puck so much and ramp up his shots but not score, or he's going to score early and then just not shoot.
Well, we'll see what happens. Let's keep it moving. Next up, we've got the Seattle Kraken at the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets are a minus 230 money line favorite at home with the over-under set at 5.5. Grubauer projected for Seattle. Connor Hellebuck projected for Winnipeg. And the only milestone of note, Jordan Eberle currently sitting at 299 career goals. We will start with Astra in this one.
Yeah, I did not take anything in this game.
Perfect. We'll go to Ray.
Under 5.5. That's it.
Okay. And Tyson.
I don't have anything either, I don't think.
All right.
I mean, I
that is-
guess
maybe
I will
like
say real quick.
It's 3-way.
Yeah, 3. I agree too with that actually.
Mhm.
But the 2 points on Kyle Connor is what I put in a lotto. That's really it though. Is plus 240. He has a point like every game versus him. So 2
Interesting.
points for Kyle Connor. Throwing in the lotto.
Okay. Milestones of note. I'm just seeing if we got anything real quick. Yeah, Kyle Connor currently sitting at 59 points on the season. So 1 gets into 60. Same with Nikolai Ehlers, currently sitting at 59 points, also 24 goals. So if you think he's 20, if he cares about 25, may be able to get that tonight. And on the other side, is anybody close for Seattle to anything?
Jordan
Jared,
Eberle's at 299 career goals.
299 career. Jared McCann, 29 goals on the year. And then outside of that, not seeing anybody as close for anything. Okay, we've got 2 games. Oh, what's Astra's shot parlay is the question.
Oh God.
Did you do anything for shots or is it more goals tonight?
Oh, I mean, I did shots too, but off the top of my head, I mean, I know it was Lucas Raymond, Pasternak, and I wish I could have my thing up. It was those 2 and one more guy. Pasternak, him, and I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
And
He's
Tippett.
pulling it up. Tippett, Pasternak, and sorry, who did I miss?
Raymond.
Tippett, Pasternak, Raymond. There you go. So there you go, Pittsburgh.
See you at
Okay.
the bank.
Yep.
Here.
We got 2 games left. So once we get to this point, we do a quick bit of housekeeping, and then we'll finish up the show. So once again, we are presented by the Diamond Vault Discord. If you're interested in a free and paid betting Discord, picks from multiple cappers, multiple sports, feel free to check it out. It's only $15 a month. So Diamond Vault Discord. Link in the description, or if you want to know any more from us, feel free to reach out. For individual content from the panelists, we'll go around the room and let them know where you can find your stuff. So we'll start with Ray. Ray, where can people find your content?
Yeah, at Firefed Bets on all socials. Linktree finally hit me back, and they're sending me some things, so I'm showing them out.
Let's go, brother.
It's on my Twitter. Click that, and you can find all my links for who I work for, Diamond Vault, and my promo codes for props.cash and Picket and stuff like that. So go check it out.
Love it. Spitting.
Find all my plays at Diamond Vault Discord. All my written content at Spittin' Picklets on Twitter for Canucks Army, Flames Nation, Daily Faceoff, Bet365.
Very nice. You can follow me at ShotProps on Twitter /X and shotprops.com for NHL data. And last but not least,
Oh yeah, baby.
Astra, where can people find your work?
Yes, sir. All this amazing Red Wings loving content can be found in my personal Discord. It's just in my bio. We got like a month left here, or no, it'll be like 2 months left, right, for playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really like 2 months left. So yeah, I mean, it goes for all of us, but yeah, this is like the most fun we're about to have for the season here. And I posted a tweet earlier. And I don't doubt you guys have too. You know, it's like same game parlays in these playoffs can be very profitable. So it's a good idea to be in, like, you know, just someone who knows what they're talking about. Discord for sure for this kind of, you know, time of the season.
I like it. And they can follow you on Twitter /X.
Oh yeah, yes
same
sir.
name.
That's right. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, there it is.
So yeah, if you're not following Astra, make sure you do that. If you're betting hockey, like he said, you want to have smart people you're following in the playoffs. Things get a little bit tougher. Prices get a little bit sharper. So yeah, any edge you can get, you want to have at this time of the season.
I hope we get a 3 overtime game again.
Man,
we
well,
will.
you got to remember last year they didn't even allow. They did 60-minute shots on goals last year.
Yeah,
you couldn't even do the overtime ones. So I
Who
hope
was
they don't
it?
do that.
Who was that
FanDuel.
game? The Rangers and
Colorado
was that 2 years
probably.
ago? Was it? Damn, I forgot.
I know I hit a huge one. It was the Lightning
Columbus.
Avalanche game.
Oh,
That
okay.
Lightning
I
Avalanche
do
game,
remember that one.
all the players had 5 shots. Even like Edmund, like everybody.
Yeah,
It was
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
10 to win like 10 grand. I couldn't believe it.
Jesus.
I was hitting real life like ice scoops outside in the yard.
There was that Columbus Tampa game that went to 5 overtimes. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if I was watching them.
That's almost 3 games.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
unreal.
Look at the ice time for the goalie too. He's spending hours just standing there, sliding around. Like they don't get a break.
No.
Play again in 2 days. Or
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
If I'm in the stands, I'm fucking leaving.
Oh, I would never.
Yeah, I would leave. I don't even know.
I'm gone.
I'm
bro.
staying up till
That's
3.
That's like staying till like the 18th inning in MLB.
Nah, baseball
when
sucks.
It
You
used to
can't do
last
that.
forever. you know?
Baseball's so boring.
There was a game that went to 5 overtimes, like a Canucks playoff game, and it like you didn't leave till like 1:32 in the morning. It was crazy.
That's awesome
West
to me.
Coast.
That adds to the memory. The
Yeah,
game.
I want to be falling asleep during the intermission in my seat. And
We're
then
sitting here
wake up.
talking about the 5 overtime game and that Blue Jackets game. You don't talk about any other of those games. You
Yeah.
don't care about any of those other games.
When does anybody talk about the Blue Jackets?
Yeah, well, there you go.
All right, we're gonna get to our final 2 games, and then if we have time left, we can do some more playoff reminiscing because I think we'll have some time. Okay, 2 games left. First up, Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas a -410 moneyline favorite at home with the over/under set at 5.5. Peter Mrazek projected for Chicago. Logan Thompson projected for VGK. Taylor Hall still sitting at 697 career points, and he's not playing, so he won't get it. I believe it's Astra's turn to start. So we'll start with Astra. If you have anything for Chicago at Vegas.
Oh yeah, I got so much of nothing.
Had me for a second. Ray, anything for you? Chicago at Vegas.
Yeah. I got two looks. I like a hurdle over 2.5. I don't have the price on it, but he's on that top. No, he's on the second line and top power play unit.
Play
So I
power.
like his play power. I like his shots. Let me just pull up the price.
It's minus 154 on FanDuel.
Oh, I'm not playing that.
Plus
price.
110 on whatever.
Oh wow.
Drops that cash.
No, wait, what?
I mean, maybe it's on like DraftKings or something.
For 2.5?
I don't know.
Let me pull it up.
I'm looking on DraftKings right now.
I didn't actually look on a
Hurdle.
book. I
Wow,
just
Hurdle
looked
is plus 110 on DraftKings.
Yeah, plus 110. I don't love it.
It's a crazy price
think-
difference.
Yeah, he has the potential to hit it. But Hannafin for a point. Pretty decent price. I believe it's plus money. Seems to be fitting in well with Vegas, so I could see him definitely involved.
Fresh contract too.
Yeah. Is he on PPE 1? I think he is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah, because Petrangelo's still out.
But I think
yeah.
Shea was on the first power play,
Shea was on the first.
even when Pitcher was here.
It's probably just to help out the second unit. They're probably not very good.
Got a comment.
Cotter. He's from where I'm from.
Oh, nice. Pittsburgh saying Eichel shots in a parlay or Carlson point.
Yeah, Carlson point looks good too.
Yeah, and Eichel's been shooting like crazy. You can't bet against that.
I was thinking about just
Or
doing
can bet
like
against that.
Eichel over 3.5 and a point.
That's your look.
Well, I haven't played it, but I just looked at that. I'm kind of thinking Mrazek saves. It's a 29.5. It's pretty high, but like he's actually been really good this year, and I feel like he always has like a lot of saves, and he's cleared 4 out of his last 5 games. He averages 34 per game, and I think they allow around 33, 34. Just waiting on shots to pull that up, but
if he was on a good team, he can easily have like 20 plus wins. I mean,
well, he was on Carolina for a while. Like
The Wings
Yeah.
a long time ago. But
And like Vegas is still obviously fighting for positioning. They don't want to play Dallas. They'd rather play Edmonton, I guess, which isn't a great consolation prize either. But they're still fighting for something. So I feel like they'll come out ripping.
And in terms of season-long milestones, Marchessault currently sitting at 69 points.
Nice.
And William Karlsson, 59 points on the year. So a couple.
Oh yeah, the Carlson, that helps that. Look at the point.
Yeah, and he had 2 goals or 2 points. I think it was 2 goals against the Avs. He was looking pretty good. So coming off a nice game. Anything else on this one?
Are you not going to talk about Taylor Hall?
I addressed it.
I was just going to say to you about the shots on goal thing. They've played twice this year, and in those games, Vegas only had 21 and 24 shots, which is interesting. But it is the Blackhawks. So
it was also the Blackhawks the other 2 games.
Yeah, true. But I mean, they got Frank Nazar now too, so maybe some life from the team.
Playoffs are coming around. We know Vegas just saves it for the playoffs. You don't even have to. They don't even play everybody until the playoffs.
Yep, here comes Mark Stone.
I
saw that meme of that like the WWE guy sitting in the wheelchair and he blows the thing off of his broken leg and he stands up. That's Mark Stone.
No, he's back.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I did read something interesting. I think it's only Nashville in the West that won't be over the cap.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only team who's not using an LTIR to circumvent the cap. So it is not just Vegas, but it is fun to make fun of them. Last but not least, we have the Calgary Flames taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks minus 220 moneyline favorite at home with the over-under set at 6.5. Jacob Markstrom projected for Calgary, and Thatcher Demko is back.
There he is.
Yep. Projected for Vancouver. No milestones of note career-wise. I don't know whose turn it is to start, but we always start with Spittin when there's Vancouver on the ice. So, Spittin, what are you thinking here?
There's a lot that I like. I like Kuzmenko is friggin' on a tear right now. It's unbelievable. Him and him and Kadri, the connection they have is crazy. I think I just have to play his point. -130. That's still a pretty good price, especially in a revenge game back in Vancouver. It is his second time in Vancouver, and he didn't get a point the first game, but now he's just on a heater right now, so I don't see why I wouldn't take that. Also, I mean, Elias Lindholm's in between Dakota Joshua and Connor Garland, and those two have been dynamic duo all season, so his points plus money. He got a point last game with them, and I think he has points in 3 out of his last 4, so don't mind that either. Also a revenge game. But you can also take Connor Garland for a point. He's almost plus money. I believe he's -105. And I think, Calgary's allowing 3.8 goals per game. It's a lot. You could even look at power play points for Calgary. They're hitting at almost 40%.
Either side, actually.
Yeah, either side. That's true. And we allow a shit ton of power play opportunities against.
Yeah, Uyghur is a good look on the power play.
Yeah, always is. Probably Kuzmenko's my favorite. I'll just take the 2 revenge game point totals. It's also Nikita Zadorov's birthday, so if you're feeling crazy, you could just sprinkle a little bit on his goal at plus 500 against his former team.
I like it. We will go to Astra. Anything for you, Calgary at Vancouver?
Yeah, JT Miller assist was -120. I liked how that looked. Good history, and I think he's playing on I don't know, maybe you would know, I hate that first line Pettersson's on. I don't like that he's playing with whoever they were, like Liam Mikheyev
and Mikheyev.
Yeah. And Miller's playing with Besser as a shooter, and then Suter, he was an X-wing, and I didn't mind how he played. And obviously JT Miller is just a great player overall. So I like his assist, and then although I just kind of chirped his line, Pettersson has really good history versus who are they playing? Oh my God, the Flames.
Yeah.
So although he hasn't been shooting or scoring like he has the potential to. I've seen him. He's got a rocket. I think he won one of the hardest shot competitions actually
2 years ago.
Didn't he? Yeah, he did. So I like his goal, even though he's not in my main 3. It's a good price at plus 170 on FanDuel, I think, and it's Elias Pettersson, first line center with good history. It's a good place to put a goal on him.
And also he plays that he plays the half wall where he shoots a lot on the power play, and Calgary's penalty kills, I think, worst or second worst in the league.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Second worst. So that's a good look too.
Yeah.
All right, Ray, anything from you?
What does their power play look like?
Bezer, Miller, Petey, Hughes, Garland.
Okay. Kind of looking at Garland. I liked when he was on that top line, but unfortunately he's on that third line.
Dude, it doesn't matter. He still plays the same amount of ice time. Every
yeah,
day.
that's what I'm looking at. His last 5 games, he's still averaging 18 minutes. So it's is he getting the ice time from being on the power play, which he could tonight because Calgary let up a lot of penalties, but his over 2.5 is a nice parlay piece. But I like his over 3.5. He's cleared that in 4 straight games, 4, 5, 5, and 7. Shot attempts are pretty decent in his last 4 games too, 9, 6, 8, and 7. So I'm sure you can get that at a decent price.
Yep. One thing to note or to add to that, he's also currently sitting at 19 career goals. 20 is always a nice round number for a player to hit. So he's 1 goal away from that. Pettersson currently sitting at 34 goals and 88 points. So he's close to
PD2 plus points,
there.
lock it in.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, currently at 88. And then Quinn Hughes currently sitting at 91 career points, or 91 season points, sorry. And he's in a tight points race with Cale Makar. So
get out of here.
Is he 3 points ahead? It's close.
Get out of here.
I thought Quinn would have had 100 by now.
Yeah, me too. He did slow down, but
he's
still a favorite.
Hronek had 30 assists in the first 30 games. Where'd he go?
Yeah, he was cruising.
I say that as a Wings fan who got rid of him.
Yeah,
so it sucked to see him doing so good, but now I don't feel so bad. And I also overpaid for him.
We're fine, all right?
We're just spreading it out.
None of this.
Hey, we're just talking about storylines.
No.
Need to get defensive.
Who are the Canucks playing first round?
It's confusing. So if we win tonight, we clinch the top seed, and then most likely play Nashville unless we win our next game and then Dallas loses their final game. Then we would play Vegas or LA, whoever comes the wild card too, because we would win the West. But all likelihood,
Your best option.
we just need 1
Probably.
point. And if
Yeah.
we just only get 1 point, then we play Nashville, I think, for sure.
Interesting.
Good
Nashville's
matchup. I like
tough. Nashville's gonna be tough, man.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are, bro.
Well, hold
We
on.
swept the
Hold on.
season series against
Wait,
them.
wait. Before we get to that,
that, regular season don't matter when it comes to playoffs.
hold on, real quick. If anybody has questions, pop them in the chat now. We'll get to as many as we can. We'll circle back to this. Just a couple of milestones for Calgary on the season that they could be hit. So Kadri currently sitting at 29 goals, 74 points. So he gets some nice round numbers there. Sharon Govich, 59 points on the season. Blake Coleman, 29 goals. Mackenzie Weegar, 19 goals. And then Backlund and Mangiapane both at 39 points on the year. So lots of potential season-long milestones to be hit for Calgary in this game, though they do have one more left. All right. That is it for all the games.
Can I go back and chirp it fire now?
Yes. Now we can talk about playoffs.
Okay.
Go
So
So
they're not hot anymore, Nashville. They're
Okay.
not. They had that crazy
and
streak. With, what
you
was it,
guys
like
aren't hot
60 games?
either.
Oh, I know, but we'll look
I
at
know.
history against them, and we kicked their ass this year. And even you can say, oh, it's a different team. It was before their streak. They were actually on a 13-game point streak when we played them and beat them 5-2. So, yeah, good. See you later.
Oh yeah.
Did you leave or something, bud? You scared? Scared to talk
Regular,
to
I don't want to hear nothing about regular season.
him?
When it comes to playoff, teams play different.
Okay.
The Canucks,
take away-
are going to be in trouble.
Okay, who has the better goalie? Vancouver or Nashville?
I would say Nashville.
No, you shut.
It's
I
close.
like
Are you talking about
Saros over
overall
Demko.
or just this season?
Overall.
I would say Saros overall.
Saros.
No
Yeah.
way.
I would.
Yeah,
say
I would probably lean Saros
Demko's a great
overall.
goalie. They're both
You
great
guys are
goalies.
baked.
Get
It's
that
close.
out your-
Okay,
out your-
what
We'll
about
call it
the
let's call it a draw. Let's call goalie a draw.
Sure.
I would. That's fair.
Who
Decor?
is in Vesna conversations all season
Mhm.
compared
Yeah,
to the
Hey,
other?
this
Yeah.
is a team sport.
What? I know. I'm going goalie, then D,
Yep.
then forwards. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you want to look at defense now?
Yeah. Who's got the better
So
defense?
Let's look at
score?
Vancouver first. Is anybody notable out?
No.
So these are their core six. So that's what we got for Vancouver. Hughes, Roenick, Susie, Myers, Zadorov, Cole. Okay, I don't think it's laughable.
He's sitting there chuckling over it.
And then we got McDonough, Yossi, Lozon, Fabro, Stastny, and Shen. They got to be missing somebody here, right?
I don't
No.
know who Stasny is. So
How physical has Vancouver been?
Zadorov is.
Well, the
Miller.
reason I ask is because Jeremy Lauzon, I think he led the year. And he broke a record for hits this year.
Yeah, he did. Yesterday.
JT Miller hits a lot.
Yeah, Zadorov hit a lot. Like everyone's gonna hit in the playoffs. Ian Cole
Yeah.
hit the playoffs. Carson Susie. So
Okay,
so where are we
D-
where are we leaning?
D, I'm giving it to Vancouver personally.
thank you.
Yeah, I would too.
Thank you.
I have no.
I don't need to
You
listen
guys
to
know-
him.
you guys-
Go to the
you guys
forwards.
I will
Forwards.
say I like Yossi and McDonough over Hronik and Hughes, but as a whole core, I like Vancouver better.
Yeah, we got rid of Shen.
Oh, Michigan died too.
Didn't
Hughes
need
is
him.
cool. but-
Shen's a good guy to have in the playoffs. Come on.
Love Shen.
He's a vet, right, Shen?
Yeah, he's 36, 37. He's older. Okay.
Okay,
So
Vancouver won that. Thank you very much.
Vancouver is leading in.
So it's
What- what
1-0
defense?
because the other one was a tie.
Yeah. Okay.
And now
so
let's look at the forward core.
we'll look at Nashville forwards first.
Next wing, Gustav Nyquist. Career
You
year.
guys,
Having
you
a
guys
great year.
might have the better team,
Oh, thank you.
but
There we go.
but
There
I'd
we
rather
go.
take the team that plays like a dog.
Woof.
I mean, I would like to think
forwards
that
is Vancouver.
Vancouver's going to win this series 4-1.
Thank you.
I'll give the Preds a win.
I'll
But-
put some money on that.
4-1.
4-1. I think 4-1's a good scoreline for them.
You guys are better off seeing LA.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
We
man.
suck.
That's not on the table.
It is on
What's
the
that?
table.
Oh,
It is
okay.
on the table.
Technically is. Because we could lose the division and then LA could come third and then we could play them, or we could win the West and then LA falls to second wild card and then we play them.
I think you guys got good matchups either way. I think you can beat. You
It's gonna
should
be a
beat both of
toss-up.
those teams.
Yeah.
I don't know who you guys play.
I'm not a fan of the Kings this year or
They
past
just
years.
trap us up
Me
so
neither.
good.
Yeah, Zadorov loves them.
Ugh.
Was there any other playoff stuff we wanted to get to, Ray?
Yeah,
Who are your guys'
let's compare
dark
yours,
horses?
Rays. Let's go to your
Dark
team.
horse.
No one's fucking with the Panthers besides.
Yeah,
the
he's got a good
Bruins.
point. Curious to see how healthy Verhaeghe is today. First game back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I like Florida's forward group over Vancouver's.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Who are your guys' dark horses aside from your teams to make it just to the cup?
Oh, I thought this would be a bracket. That's just rules.
Make it just to the cup.
What? Well, I don't know. Like,
Or like just sleepers in general. Like
Here, why
Tampa?
don't we do this? Let's just go down the list. Tell me if you think they have a chance to win it or if you think they're a fraud.
Rangers are dogs. They definitely can win it.
I agree.
those-
I think the Rangers can win, and I think they're legit.
I think they're frauds.
those top
Oh,
four
interesting.
teams.
They're a one-line team. That Trocheck, Panarin, Lafreniere line. That's it.
Zibby's getting hot at the right time.
Yeah, I could
Zibby-
agree to an extent. They're not. That line is not very good 5-on-5. The Kreider
Yeah,
line.
exactly. And like,
The 3D they have.
and yeah, that's good. Like,
Yeah.
True was a dog in the playoffs, but like Shesterkin,
Miller.
he hasn't been great. This
He's
year.
got to be on his game for sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it all depends on how he kind of plays. Is
Mhm.
how far that team is going to go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to answer
Because-
these based on just those guys performing.
He single-handedly beat Colorado in a game this year. Igor, like
Yeah.
he won them the game, so he can do that for sure. Carolina. We'll start with Ray. What do you think?
Yeah, dude, their goaltending and their defense is just stout. I mean, they have a pretty good offense. I think they do have a chance. I do.
Spitting.
Oh yeah, they're my favorite out of the East.
I agree. And
Yeah, me
legit
too.
contenders.
I have the same opinion.
Okay,
And
perfect.
the way Gensel's worked with that team is unbelievable,
Big
Yeah.
addition.
which makes
Uh,
seeing the Pens in the running kind of crazy now that he's gone. But that's
Yeah.
a subject for a different day.
Okay, next up, Boston. I'm saying frauds.
Can I start?
Go ahead.
Frauds.
Yeah,
a little
agree.
head shake before it.
I agree.
You
I agree.
can't win the Stanley
Astro.
Cup or contend with Charlie Coyle as your 1C. I'm sorry.
I agree with him. I also think so.
I
They're
agree.
frauds.
Ray.
Yeah, I think it's a toss-up. They lost some key guys, but I don't think they're going to make it as far as they did, the last couple of years. So
Okay. Next up, Florida Panthers. We'll go to Ray first.
Frauds.
our our downfall, our offense is fine. It all depends on how good Bob plays. If Bob is shit, then it's over. So
I don't know. Is it though? They could go to Stolarz. His numbers look great.
yeah, his numbers are great too. I don't know.
We
I
saw what
don't
he
know.
can do. Bob was
Yeah, I
amazing last year.
Mhm.
So yeah, okay. So Ray's on the
I
fence.
think
It
they're-
sounds like.
They're gonna start. The only Stolarz is if Bob shits the bed in his first 3 games or 2 games or something like that. And
Mhm.
other than that, he's gonna start every game.
All right, spitting Florida.
I think they're pretty good. I think they
All
can contend.
I think a few weeks ago they might have been my favorite to come out of the East. I think I like Carolina more now, but
Mhm.
Florida, I
I
think.
like Carolina more too. So.
I
be a
could see
good
I could
playoff
see a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals for sure.
Toronto. Oh no, Astros. Sorry, Florida. Astros.
Yeah.
Florida.
I think I'm just curious to see because last year they got into the playoffs pretty late, didn't they? Like they were fighting for
Yeah.
a spot.
The last wild
They were
card.
the
Yeah, this
8th
is a
seed, they
team that's
won it
had a
really
lot
late.
of time to, prepare for what's, maybe Verhaeghe wasn't even that injured and he just wanted some time off. You don't really know. Like they've had so much time to prepare for the playoffs this year. And with like you guys, we've all talked about, they have really good players, veterans. Like I think this team could be very dangerous just because of the amount of time they've had to prepare for the playoffs.
And compared to last year, we didn't really lose anybody that.
Gudis was a dog.
Yeah.
I
that
love
guy's
his game.
nuts.
That's a guy you need.
Yeah, he's a good playoff guy for sure. And they would be taking on potentially the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ray, thoughts on the Leafs?
That potential playoff matchup. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a preview.
I'm 50-50 on them. I got nothing.
50-50 bets.
Yeah,
All right.
50-50.
Spitting.
Man, I don't know. Is this team ever gonna do anything in the playoffs? I don't know.
They made it past the first round last year, right?
Yeah.
They
How'd
did.
that go?
good job, Leaf. Yeah, good job.
That was the first time since I
Made it.
think 2003.
I know.
Yeah, I think if they're playing Florida, I think Florida can bully them physically.
Yeah.
Cool that they
It's
played
not
today.
good in the playoffs.
It depends. Yeah, you're right. It depends who they play. I think
Yep.
if they play Boston, they win. If they play Florida, they lose.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm just noticing that it's like a matchup tonight, literally tonight. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm not going to say that they'll lose to Florida. It'll be much closer, I think, than Boston. And Astra, Leafs.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a question mark on. It seems to be a commonality here, if that's even a word. But these
Sounds
goalies
good.
like Wool and
Mhm.
Samsonov, like I don't like Wool's starting today, so I'm curious to see that. But Samsonov's looked good. Obviously Matthews, if he can, I don't really recall his success in the playoffs goal scoring, but he's scored 70 goals this year. Pretty much, like, well, I'm just gonna say he has. Like, he scored 69 goals. Like, if he can
Nice.
continue to keep scoring, yep, nice. If he can keep scoring like that against teams that obviously in the playoffs we all know like if they're gonna be on him more, like it's freaking Matthews. Like, so I'm curious to see just how the team shows up. I mean, there's a reason they haven't had much success in the playoffs. So let's see if anything changes.
There you go. All right, 2 left, and then we'll wait and see on this 8th spot. Tampa, Ray. Can they win?
Sleeper. I mean, they're just experienced in the playoffs in general, so can never count them out. Whoever they play, don't matter.
Spitting.
Yeah, they were. That was my answer to Ray's question. They're definitely the sleeper. They got the playoff pedigree. I like their ads. They had to do Claire and Dumba.
Are they getting Sergachev back?
I don't know. He was skating. but,
Skating,
like,
yeah.
that was a
That's
terrible injury, dude.
Yeah.
Probably later in the playoffs.
Didn't he just come back too?
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
hurt the same game he came.
yeah,
back.
the same game he returned, but like he broke his ankle or
that
something, dude.
sucks.
Like,
A bunch of stuff like
Maybe.
tibia.
So
yeah.
I don't
it's
even
a
know where those
big
are.
addition.
Big words.
That could be a big addition if he's there for sure. Okay, and
We don't even need to do the rest of these teams.
okay,
Sorry, Astra.
West
That's
real
all right.
quick.
Go Wings.
West real quick. Dallas,
Oh yeah.
Ray.
Oh man.
Here, I can go first if you want. It all
Yeah,
comes
go
down to
ahead.
Ottinger. He's been so hit and miss. They need him to be consistent. If he is even slightly above average, they are going to be a very dangerous team, and I think they could win it all.
Same. That like they're so deep.
Mhm.
Everywhere.
And their forward core, their defense is good. If we get the Ottinger that we saw against the Flames 2 years ago, where they took him to double overtime and he had like 50, they were outshot like 50 to maybe low 20s. It was crazy.
Yep.
I like this Dallas team a lot.
And Astra?
Yeah, they were my Cup favorites at the start of the year, so it's been cool to see them
Yeah, very
be
nice.
this good. Yeah. So yeah, it's been awesome to see this team. I think they're my Cup favorites still, and they've shown every game why. They're scoring a ton of goals right now every game, 3+ goals in like almost last 20 games in a row or something. It was crazy. Maybe obviously that's exaggerated, but they're scoring a ton of goals, and obviously Jake Ottinger needs to perform.
Yep.
What's
that?
For me, what I like about the Stars, it seems like all their lines have chemistry.
Mhm.
This is like one team where you see like their lines consistently the same, like not obviously throughout the year because people get hurt, but like their lines are typically the same all the time. So
And Stankoven was a great ad. He's been very good.
That third line, second, all their lines are, they play well together.
Duchesne's playing so good too.
Yeah.
Craig Smith, underrated.
And why Johnson's only 20 years old makes me feel so old.
Yep. They suck. Why?
I guess I'm only 24. I'm talking to some older fellas.
Yeah, he's still a young one.
Yeah.
Okay, Dallas. There we go. Vancouver. We'll start with spitting.
Dogs. I don't
All
know.
right.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be happy with a round one win. That's it. That's kind of all. We weren't supposed to be in the playoffs this season. Like if you were to tell me at the beginning of the year that we would make the playoffs, I would have been ecstatic.
Get 100
Now we're
points.
now we could win the West. Like that's crazy. I mean, you typically don't see teams make their first playoff appearance in however many years and actually go on and like go on a deep run. So I'll just be happy with the round one win.
Yeah, for me, I would be surprised if they won the cup. Wouldn't be surprised if they won a round. That's where I'm at.
I'm in the same boat too. I mean, obviously, I think they have the potential to make it to a Stanley Cup. Obviously, do I think they get there? No, but I mean, I am I am a fan of the roster. Obviously, the coach has done a great job. The goalie's great. They have a beautiful team. There's
Yeah.
a reason they are where they are.
Hopefully, Demko looks like he hasn't missed any time.
Yeah, gonna find out tonight. Excited to see.
Ray, you think the Canucks are winning it? You were telling me earlier today.
Say something nice, Ray.
I think if they get past the first round, they can go a little deeper.
No,
I don't know if they're going to make it to the cup. But
Okay.
like I said, if they win that first round, then they'll make me a believer.
There you go.
Okay,
Keep it moving.
take on it. Let's go.
Winnipeg. We will start with Astra.
Yeah, I mean, Hellebuck was the best goalie in the league this year.
Yeah.
That's a great way to start this argument. Again, it's kind of similar to the Canucks. I mean, I think they have a great team and could make it, a pretty good distance, but I haven't seen. Again, I'm kind of talking about ass here, but I don't think I've seen much of like these guys in the playoffs, like Kyle Connor and all them, how they've performed in them. So I mean, again, like they have a decent roster, and I'm curious to see just how they, handle the completely different game that is each of these Stanley Cup final games.
Ray.
This might be my sleeper team here. They have one of the best goalies in the league, like I actually stated. I just like their team offensively too. So I like the additions, and that's about it.
Tyson.
I mean, I don't know. Like they're on a hot streak right now. Their roster's pretty deep. I really like that third checking line. And they've got it like great goalie, obviously, but the defense core doesn't excite me that much.
Right.
I mean, I feel like they're kind of in the same boat as Vancouver, as if, they get out of the first round. I think it's a win on the year. And then, I mean, I just think Dallas is so good that I don't think it'll be close.
Fair. Yeah.
Boys, I got a dip, unfortunately.
Nope.
So,
Understand.
Good.
Thanks so much, Ray.
yeah, absolutely. Take it easy, guys.
Yes, sir.
Holy
Cheers.
We'll finish up and then we'll close up the show. Yeah. For
Probably
me,
never
Jets. Jets. I think it comes down to Hellebuck. Obviously, they're a good team, but I think if they're going to have a run, it's going to come down to Hellebuck, and we know he can do it. So if he can stand on his head, first round series is going to be tough. They're facing one of the, if not the best offensive teams. So Colorado, we'll go to Spittin'. What do you think? The Avs.
I thought that they would be one of the only teams that would be able to compete with Dallas, but I don't think really Casey Middlestat has really worked out. You've seen them kind of
lost.
You kind of seen them. Yeah, they split up McKinnon and Ransom.
I think the team plays way faster than he's used to.
Yeah, fair. And it's completely different because like that's kind of a winning culture, whereas Casey Middlestat's never really been around that in Buffalo, so it's just a different type tempo, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just going in the wrong direction at the wrong time, so I'm a little worried, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's again, like you said, I thought they were going to be a great team this year. Obviously, not having Landeskog sucks, but there's also the Georgiev thing, where he was supposed to be the starting goalie, and obviously he still, he leads and wins and all that. But again, I just don't think he's performed what it takes. And I mentioned it earlier, though, they won the cup with mediocre goalie, so who really knows at the end of the day? At the end of the day, they're a great team, man. So they can go far. Will they win the cup? No, I don't think they'll win the cup at all. One round, if that.
Yep. Obviously, I'm hoping for a little bit more.
Sorry, Jordo.
McKinnon, Rantanen, Makar, three beasts. I think Middlestat's been better than Johansson, but that's not
Yeah.
a huge
It's not
bar to
hard. I
clear.
think be
And
better.
Sean Walker's look pretty good, man. Can he skate?
How's Nichushkin
Um,
looked?
Yeah,
I haven't watched much
he's
much
back
Colorado
too.
games.
No, he's been looking good, and he's a big dude who can skate. Gives them some depth. Actually, yeah, let's pull up the lines real quick.
I love
And then
their power play with him around that net.
just
So
sitting in
good.
front. Yeah, and Drouin too. Another
Drouin
guy.
has
Yeah, I
been
forgot about that.
amazing.
Been very
Hey,
good.
if he comes back, sorry, we're talking Landeskog. Where do you put him?
Um,
I've got to imagine you put him.
He's a center, right? I believe he is.
No, he's
center and left wing technically.
I mean, do you
I
line
would-
stack him like McKinnon, Ranton, Landeskog?
No,
or no?
I would put him probably in the bottom six.
Yeah, you could ease him
Yeah.
back in to give Miles Wood spot.
Yeah.
Parise. Wow, I forgot he was there too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who sits. Cogliano or Trennan. Duhaime's looked really good too. He'll be good in the playoffs.
I love what they did.
Yeah, good
Duhaime,
additions.
Brennan, Middlestat, Sean Walker. I think they crushed it.
Georgiev. Oh, and then Logan O'Connor could be back as well.
PK specialist.
He's a solid bottom six guy, and like as you said, on the PK as well. And then Sam Girard. So a couple injuries they're dealing with. But yeah, I wouldn't expect them to win. I'm not going to bet on them to win. I think they can get out of the first round, and then, like we said, we'll see from there. Edmonton, another highly skilled offensive team. We'll start with Astra, Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, this is a team, man. You would love to see them have some postseason success. I don't think they can win the cup. Do I think they get to like a finals appearance or like a conference appearance? Yes, but yeah, I don't think they can win the cup just with. I don't know. I'm the kind of person where I've been on the side of maybe they should trade like Draisaitl or someone and just build. I guess this season will be the one that decides those kind of moves. But I think if they don't have success this year, it's like I feel like something has to change. I mean, obviously Draisaitl's a stud, but maybe I don't know. This team has so many question marks because Hyman's 50-goal season. Where did that come from? Like obviously playing with McDavid did a lot of that, and he's still a good player. But man, with this team, I don't know. Corey Perry was a good addition. He's still doing his thing. But yeah, I don't think they can win the cup, but I do think they can win a round or two for sure.
Spitting.
This was my cup favorite coming into the season. And I think this might be like the best year for them to kind of do it because, as long as they don't get Vegas in the first round, like if they get an LA, they've dominated them the last two seasons in the first round. So I feel like they could handle them again for a third one, especially with their goaltending in LA. But then, I mean, Vancouver haven't been there before. Edmonton has. Like I feel like, they could, and they're going to be mad because we swept the season series against them too, right? But I didn't want to give Ray too much credit when he was here, but it's true. Like it is a completely different game come playoff time, and I just feel like it's different though. Like Nashville doesn't really like. Yeah, they have Forsberg and stuff, but he's not a game breaker to the level that McDavid and Draisaitl are. So I just feel like I think this might be their easiest road to the Western Conference Finals, and then like you got Dallas, who's going to have to play either Winnipeg or Colorado, and that's going to be a bloodbath. And they might get Vegas in the first round too. Like that, whoever comes out of that is going to be battered and bruised. And I feel like Edmonton might come away a little rested and,
Yep. And then additions that they made, tremendous. I think Adam Henrique is a versatile guy who's going to be solid in the playoffs. Corey Perry, who they got for nothing, obviously has won a cup. He's been in a lot of playoff games. Hart
Greasy
Trophy
goal
winner.
scorer.
He knows how to win. I think his
Need
game
that in the
translates to playoffs.
who's not in that lineup?
Evander Kane.
Yeah,
Evander Kane,
another guy.
I'm hearing like some weird stuff going on around him. Like
It's a weird.
People are freaking out at him on the bench. Like might be an attitude issue. I don't know, but like if they get him back for the playoffs like that, he's just so good in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense we haven't touched on too. They got those three. They have Bouchard, Ekholm, and Nurse, who are obviously great defensemen. So
that Nurse and CC pairing is horrible defensively.
Yeah, they are.
Getting Dave Harnett is not
They are
amazing either.
Yeah.
But I thought that more Ekholm and Bouchard for sure, but Nurse is still, he's a decent defenseman.
Well, it's just crazy to
fan of
see
him.
like Ekholm and Bouchard have like probably the best analytics as a defensive pairing.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Ekholm has looked unbelievable.
Oh yeah, he's
on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry.
I guess I'll finish it with too. I think that if they do play Vegas and they win that series, I think they could go pretty far because I think like morale wise and just with that team, they beat the Cup contenders round 1. I think that could put some fire under their ass into that next round for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Long story short, I think they could win. Wouldn't expect it. Nashville, I do not think they can win.
Nope.
The Cup.
I think no matter who they play, even if it's not Vancouver, like they're out first round.
They're
good
a young
season,
team. Yep, good season. Younger team for the most part. So get some experience. LA, I do not think they can win the Cup.
Not with that goaltending.
Yeah, no, I don't think. And I'm not even really a fan of the team in general. Like I don't know, just the way I don't know. I don't like watching them play. I don't like how the Kings play.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting. And one of the reasons why they play that style is they know that they're not the most skilled team. And
that's props to them for that. But
hey, they're making it work with what they have. So
they do a good job of like getting the lead and then sitting on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just like sit back, wait for you to make a mistake, and then they pounce on the rush and score.
But I don't see them as legitimate contenders. And finally, the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, obviously they've got some injuries that they're dealing with, but
not come round 1.
If all things all things go the way that they're expecting, this is going to be a very deep roster. So I think they're going to be a problem for whoever they face.
Are they though? Like yes,
I think they will be.
But like they have everybody pretty much in the lineup except for Stone.
Pietrangelo too.
Yeah, but I mean he's
still out,
back, right?
Yeah, but even before that, like they still had games where it was Hannafin, Hurdle, and
I thought they had some more guys. Oh, Mantha, is he playing?
Oh, and Martinez.
Martinez.
Oh wow,
is back.
Stevenson is out too. Holy crap!
Martinez is done, right?
No, he's back.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, he's in.
That's he's a beautiful hockey player, defensive player.
Yeah,
shop blocking for days, but yeah, they have a lot of guys on the.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Well, they're all going to be back.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, but
is Aiden Hill or Thompson probably gonna? Who's been the better goalie?
Well, that was going to be my question. So Aiden Hill's been hurt, and then he came back, and he hasn't looked great in his 2 starts. So now, like Logan Thompson's kind of been the one to kind of carry you.
Stats are like identical.
Well, Aiden Hill was amazing to start the season, and then he got hurt, and then now he's been bad. But like, what do you do? Do you ride with the hot goalie, or do you go with the guy who?
I wonder if their coaches take into account because Logan Thompson is a right-handed catching goalie. I wonder if they take that kind of stuff into account when picking these guys. Because I mean, as a former player, like I always catch myself in games. You're shooting for you're used to goalies catching their right hand or left hand. So you go to make that blocker side shot and it's right in his glove, and you're like, oh, and then that's the one chance you had. Like I don't know, just things like that, and maybe just the skill of wingers on how people play. I wonder how much they take that into account, especially with like you said how similar those stats are. Like I feel like that kind of like the smallest things could maybe determine which one plays.
Who would you guess?
I mean, I would guess Aiden Hill, honestly. But wasn't he great for him last year in the playoffs? That was him, right? That led him all the way there.
Didn't they have 4 goalies in the playoffs?
Was Leonard? Was this that era? Was Leonard there?
Leonard hasn't played in 2 years, I think, or something.
Thompson was playing last year. Brossois.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I would pick it through Aiden Hill though.
I think they go Thomas.
Maybe
Thompson.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I would.
I don't have to make that decision.
Yeah, exactly. We don't got to speculate it.
Vegas, if you're watching, I'll vote Logan Thompson because he went to the same university I went to. So there you go.
Nice.
Logan.
Brock
not
versus
not
team, though.
easy
That's a scary team.
not easy to make the NHL out of a Canadian university program for hockey. So
Look at that.
shout out Logan. Anything else before we wrap up, gentlemen?
No,
No.
this has been great. Thanks, Astra, for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Astra, thanks so much for joining us. It was great to
Yeah.
have you. Hopefully, one of the playoff episodes, you can join us as well. Be fun.
Yeah, with the wings in it, baby. Come on.
There you go. Absolutely.
Come
Good
on.
luck to the
Find out
Wings
tonight.
coming
Yep.
down to the wire.
Awesome games today. I'm fired up.
Absolutely. Enjoy the action tonight, everybody. Good luck, and we will see you on Thursday.